those numbers were trumped up, right? They were fluffed up because it was about meeting quotas to get budget money, and this annually for the budget. And so it's all about, we know that it's a good old boy system and it's ran by numbers. But in order for us to get the respect that we demand and our demands met, we have to show them that we have the numbers. And that's how important voting is, because in order for an official to get elected into office, he has to come through our communities, right? We have to vote for him. We have to, well, he also has to be talking our language. And this is where the power starts for us, right? This is how we start to demand, we want stop and frisk to cease. I mean, New York City was a prime example because the numbers were so great of people protesting and rallying and voicing their opinions that a person like Mayor de Blasio, in order for him to get into office, he had to go through the Black and Latino vote. That's how strong it is. And our demands were back then, was stop and frisk. That was number one. And then at the time, we were still going through litigation. So the public outcry was settle the case of the Central Park Five. And because of the power of the people, the power of the numbers of people that come out to rally, of people who support us on social media, politicians have to look at that, right? And so that's how important it is. That's how important it is that if you don't show them your numbers and you don't show them your political power, then they look at you like you're not a threat and you really don't matter.
Yeah, nah, that's real. I seen someone I had a question. They just wanted to know who you plan on voting for. And I know that kind of go without saying.
Listen, look at my shirt. You already at the end of the day, never forget, right? This is the actual newspaper article that Donald Trump took out in 1989 in 4 major newspapers calling for us to reinstate the death penalty so we could be put to death as 14 and 15-year-old kids, And so for me, at the end of the day, this is also the same individual who has doubled down time and time again to say that we're still guilty. So you know what I'm voting for.
Yeah, I already know how you feeling. And I just wanted to, just say too, because I've really I've been familiar with your story, just coming up. It was one of those stories that, my parents would teach me and, how to conduct myself moving. And I just wanted to say, thank you, because, a lot of brothers that come up and, they get to a certain point where, that flame to be a leader in the community just kind of dies out. It's not often that I'm hearing advice, from people that look like you. You know what I mean? At your age on these type of topics, you know what I'm saying? And I really appreciate you for coming back around and, sharing with us, man, because this is important. And I'm realizing it more and more. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. No, it's a serious issue. And sometimes we have to reinvent ourselves so that, people can see us in a different light. Because, beginning we was known as the Central Park Five. And then when They See Us comes out and now the label has changed to Exonerated Five, and a whole new generation of kids didn't know the story. Now they rock with us, and we get love all across the world. And so even with me with the T-shirts, when I created Park in Madison NYC, it was about recreating myself in a different lane, still using my platform, for social justice, still using my platform so that the message can be heard, because at the end of the day, you have to utilize multiple mediums, right, in order for your message to get heard. You know what I'm saying? So if you, like you said, you're a rapper, you make hip hop records, but look, you're on IG Live now, conducting interviews. You know what I'm saying? And that becomes your base, and then it grows from there. And so you start to incorporate all these different mediums to get your message across, because it's a big platform. It's a lot of people, and you have to use different mediums to pull different people to hear your message.
Yeah, absolutely, yo. I mean, I want to say thank you so much for coming on here. I don't want to keep you too long, but for everybody else that is tuning in, how can we stay in touch with what you got going on and support any endeavors you got around voting or the community?
Right now we just released the capsule strictly just for voting. So you go to parkmadisonnyc.com, right? That's the website.
You see me, I'm over here typing it for them.
Yeah, that's the website.
parkmadisonnyc.com.
That's correct. And then there's also Park Madison NYC. That's the IG handle. Mine's the Santana Raymond. That's the IG handle. And so we released this capsule strictly, geared towards voting, because we know how important this election is, and we know that we have to utilize our platform and utilize our voice. And so that's why we created like the voting T-shirts. And so it's different T-shirts on the site, that we ask people to go on there and support and wear, because at the end of the day, we have to do our part, and we have to do our part in bringing that social awareness, to our youth, and just so that we can engage them and let them know that you have the power, right? I mean, I'm 46 years old. I don't know how long I'm going to continue to be an activist. I know I will be for the rest of my life, but I don't know how long I'm going to continue to do this type of work. So I have to invest in young fellas such as yourself,
Yeah.
right? You know what I'm saying? To pick up the torch and carry it on. That's
Yeah,
what
nah,
it's about.
right up. Yeah, yo, Raymond, thank you. Really, thank you. I appreciate you coming on here, man. I look forward to,
All day, man.
staying connected and, being a part of some of the things you got going on. Are you still here in New York?
No, I'm currently in Georgia now, so I'm in
Oh,
Atlanta.
okay, okay, yeah.
Yeah,
Well,
yeah.
hopefully we can cross paths sometime. But yo, thank you for everything, man. I appreciate it.
Appreciate you, man. Thank you, man.
Yeah, have a good one.
You too. Peace.
Oh man, come on now, come on now, come on now. Woo! That was a legendary Raymond Santana, man. Again, I just want to say thank you to him for everything he's done. You know what I'm saying? It's not often that men with adverse situations like that come up and, are still teaching a young man like myself and other people. So, I just want to give a special salute to my homie right there, man. Oh, man. Let me see. How do y'all feel about voting? Who are y'all voting for? Come on. Raymond don't got to be the only one talking up here, man. What we got? How do y'all feel?